Hello, I want us to look at another function as far as this Excel and spreadsheet is concerned. Now we can be given some conditions, and these conditions are to help us automatically bring in certain results that we could need. Now this always helps when you have large amounts of data. You're working with hundreds or thousands of information, millions of information, and you may be required to carry on some update on each of that information. So this if function is very key as far as the working on certain conditions is concerned. So like for example here, if you're running a payroll and you have people's basic salaries, and you need to know their salary scales, or the reverse. You may have salary scales and you want to assign them with the basic salaries. So in such a case, we use the if function. So the if function will help us to automatically bring in the salary scales like we have here. Like for example, if someone is having for someone to be given you one, must be having a salary of something of 2 million plus. For you two, something of 1.5 million plus, and so on. So that is what I want us to see how we can try to ensure that the salary scales come in as quick as we can. So we come to the formula bar, and then of course we start with our equal sign. Please don't forget that every time you're starting the formula. So when we put that, there is what we call a logical test. The logical test. So the logical test is this other one. You're saying that if someone is having you, one must have something greater than 2 million. So the test will be if this salary here, if this person's basic salary is greater than or equal to, is greater than or equal to 2 million. This is now what you call the logical test. Comma. When you put a comma, there is also the value if it is true. So if it is true, what should we give it? We say it should be U1. Then we put a comma. We proceed. Now, why are we proceeding? It's because in case the system checks through this first condition and it's not fulfilled, it will move to the next one. Okay? So it will also continue with if. Open our brackets. The same C2, we are still referring to the same C2. Should also be greater or equal to, greater or equal to, the next one is 1,500,000. 1,500,000. So we put a comma. What should be the value? If that is true, the value should be U2. So as you're working out, please ensure that you use the quotes. Text values, always use quotes. Okay, then put a comma and we proceed. So why we are proceeding, I told you earlier on. So we are still using if. Open your brackets. The next one is if this same C2 is again greater or equal to, greater or equal to, this time around we are using 1 million. If the person is having something more than a million, so you open your quotes and we say that size scale can be U3, and then you close your quotes, put a comma. Please ensure they are quotes and they are comma, the comma as well. We always use this syntax here. We follow the syntax the way it is being given. So if it is false, what do? We continue with the if. Open our brackets. The logical test is still the same, C2 being greater or equal to 800,000. 800,000. We put a comma, and this will lead us to U4 salary scale. Then the last one, if still open your brackets, if the logical test, which is same basic salary. Now when we come to the last part, we are saying this one should be less. It should be less or equal to. 300,000. So meaning the last one should be, the sign should change. Okay, always the last sign must change, different from all the signs you've been using. Less or equal to 300,000. We put a comma, and our salary scale will be U5. Close your quotes. Now when we reach at that point, we need to close our brackets. Close your brackets with the number of brackets that you opened. Okay, if you opened 5, close with 5. If you open 2, close with 2, and so on. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you also close your brackets with 4, 5 brackets. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what we do have. So evaluate your formula very well, so that when the results come in, they are not false. So press the enter key. You evaluate as well. For example, when I look at my salary scale here, I have U5, and this person has a salary of 300,000. So meaning I'm now good to copy downwards. So I keep back autofill to the other cells, and there we are. So you realize that this person is having U1 because he has 2 million shilling. This one is having U3 because he has 1.1. So that's how briefly we use the if function. Please, you ensure if there are only 2, you only stop at that and then you close. Now, instances where we have only 2, for example, let's take an example. We want to issue someone with a good salary or a fair salary. Okay, maybe we can call it a comment. So if your 2 comment and your comments are only 2 values that you're going to put in, you always just end at the 2. So we say equals if, open bracket. Now if this one here, okay, if we are looking at if someone is having 1 million plus, that's a good salary. If someone is below that, then it's a bad salary, or maybe a fair salary. So you're saying if this person here is having a salary of greater than, greater or equal to 1 million shilling. Okay, greater or equal to 1 million shilling. What should we say? This is a good salary. Please ensure you put your work in brackets. Good salary. Okay. Now, once we reach there, you don't need again to type if, and so on, because we already know we have only 2 conditions here. You're either at good salary or bad salary. Can't be at the 2. So meaning if this one is not greater or equal to 1 million, then it is less automatically. So meaning here you just open, put your comma, and then you open the quotes, and you call this a fair salary. Okay? Fair salary, and then you close your bracket. So you realize here we have only 2 brackets, and so this happens when you have only 2 conditions to be fulfilled. Okay, we have only 2 conditions to be fulfilled. So for that case, press the enter key. So you realize that this person here has a fair salary of 300,000. Okay, so when we copy, or rather autofill downwards, we shall have people with those different comments. We have the good salaries, fair salaries, good salaries. That's all we have here. So this happens when you have just only 2 conditions. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe so that we could get updates as far as these videos are concerned. Thank you.